An accident in Chihuahua revealed that CIA agents were operating in Mexico disguised as state police officers, placing Governor Maru Campos at the center of a major controversy. For some, the Pan governor acted like a heroine by confronting organized crime, but for others, she crossed a dangerous line by allowing the intervention of a foreign agency. So, in this video, I'll explain both perspectives to you. Recently, a car accident in the Tarahumara Mountains in Chihuahua uncovered a binational scandal. What at first seemed like a simple traffic incident ended up revealing that among the victims were CIA agents from the United States who were operating undercover wearing state police uniforms to take action against crime and dismantle clandestine labs run by criminal groups. After the case became public, the federal government stated that it never authorized the presence or operations of these agents on Mexican territory. Therefore, attention immediately focused on Governor Maru Campos, whose administration was accused of a possible agreement with U.S. agencies. Under this narrative, different voices believe that Maru Campos may have crossed a red line. President Claudia Sheinbaum has been emphatic in pointing out that allowing the CIA to intervene in internal security tasks would represent a violation of the Constitution. The legal argument is based on Article 117, which prohibits the states from making alliances or agreements with foreign powers, since that authority belongs exclusively to the Federation. Additionally, the fact that foreign agents wore official uniforms could constitute unlawful assumption of official duties and possible violations of the national security law. For this reason, figures such as journalist and lawyer Vanessa Romero argue that the seriousness of the case could even justify the removal of the governor and the initiation of impeachment proceedings. Along the same lines, journalist José Luis Camacho states that the governor may have given up part of her control to the United States in order to align herself with Washington and secure international support. From that perspective, it would not be an administrative error, but rather a decision made with full awareness of its implications. Meanwhile, there is a completely different narrative in which Maru Campos appears not as a villain, but as a heroine. From that perspective, the PAN and its allies maintain that the operation in Chihuahua made it possible to dismantle one of the largest clandestine laboratories in the country, something they claim the federal government had not achieved. Under this argument, if the federal government was not aware of the operation, the problem would not be an illegality on the part of the state government, but rather a failure of institutional coordination or even a diplomatic conflict with the United States. In that sense, Ricardo Anaya accuses Morena of applying a double standard, questioning Campos for fighting organized crime while avoiding calling out governors accused of having ties to criminal groups. As an example, he mentioned two well-known cases: Marina del Pilar Avila, who had her visa revoked, and Ruben Rocha Moya, who was formally accused by the United States of collaborating with the Sinaloa criminal group. Likewise, the senator emphasized that controlling the entry of foreigners into the country is an exclusive power of the federal government, so he considers it unfair to hold the governor directly responsible for the presence of CIA agents. Finally, he added that if federal forces were involved and the president was not informed, given that she is the supreme commander of the armed forces, then the problem would be within the federal government itself. What do you think about this case? Is Governor Maru Campos a heroine or a villain? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and enable notifications.